In this video we are going to learn how to differentiate vectors and matrices. Rule 1. Let A and B be k cross 1 vectors, then partial derivative of A transpose B with respect to vector B is equal to vector A, and partial derivative of B transpose A with respect to vector B is also equal to vector A. Let's illustrate this result by assuming A and B be 2 cross 1 vectors. Vector A equals A1 A2 and vector B equals B1 B2. We can see that A has two elements, A1 in the first row, A2 in the second row, and it has only one column, so its order is 2 by 1. Similarly, order of vector B is also 2 by 1. So by assuming these two vectors A and B having order 2 by 1, we are going to prove these two results, that partial derivative of A transpose B with respect to B is equal to vector A, and partial derivative of B transpose A with respect to vector B is also equal to vector A. An important point that should be noted here is that we are going to prove this result by assuming A and B as 2 by 1 vectors. But this result is general and it holds true for any two vectors A and B of order k by 1, where k can be any number. But here, just for simplicity, we are going to prove this result by assuming k equals to 2. But later on, I will ask you to follow the same steps and replicate the same exercise by assuming A and B as 3 by 1 vectors. In that case, A will have an additional element A3 here in the third row, A1 in the first row, A2 in the second row, and there will be an additional row and it will contain A3. Similarly, vector B will also be of order 3 by 1, B1 in the first row, B2 in the second row, and there will be an additional row containing the third element B3. In that case, vector A and B will be of order 3 by 1. And we can again repeat this exercise by assuming A and B as 4 by 1 vectors or 5 by 1 vectors, or in general k by 1 vectors. But just for simplicity and to illustrate this idea that how generally we differentiate vectors and matrices, I am going to assume A and B as 2 by 1 vectors. Proof of rule 1a, which is related to this first part, which is partial derivative of A transpose B with respect to vector B, and we need to show that this partial derivative is equal to vector A. And later we will cover this, the second part, the proof of this second part, and we will show that this is also equal to vector A. For now, let's focus only on rule 1 part A. To calculate partial derivative of A transpose B with respect to vector B, first we need to calculate A transpose B, the product of A transpose with vector B. Vector A is given, vector B is also given. So from vector A we can calculate its transpose. Transpose is just changing rows into columns, or changing rows into columns, or columns into rows. So right here A transpose B, so vector A is of order 2 by 1, so its transpose will be of order 1 by 2, so changing rows into columns. So currently A has only one column, so when you will calculate its transpose, it will be changed to only one row. Clearly you can see that it now has two columns and one row, so its order is, instead of 2 by 1, its order is now 1 by 2. So now we have calculated A transpose here, and this vector B, write it as it is. So now we have A transpose with us, vector B with us. Now we can multiply these two vectors by using usual rules of matrix multiplication, and we can find this product A transpose B. So in order to multiply it, the usual rule is multiply this first row with first column. So A1 with B1, we get A1 B1 plus A2 B2, A2 B2. We have obtained this A transpose B, the product of A transpose with vector B. Now finally we need to differentiate it partially with respect to vector b, and we need to show that this result is equal to vector a. Now differentiate both sides of this above expression partially with respect to vector b. So partial by partial b of left hand side A transpose b, and partial by partial b of this right hand side A1 b1 plus A2 b2. Now this b is a vector and it has two components b1 and b2. So now we need to take the derivative of this expression with respect to a vector. So in order to differentiate this expression with respect to vector b, we need to differentiate this expression with respect to each component of this vector b. Vector b has two components b1 and b2, so it means we need to take derivative of this expression, the partial derivative, with respect to first component which is b1 here, and the second component b2 as well. So we need to differentiate this expression with respect to b1. So partial by partial b1 of this expression and partial by partial b2 of this expression. So differentiate this expression partially with respect to the first component of vector b, which is b1, and differentiate the same expression one more time, but now with respect to the second component of this vector b. And also note that the results of these partial derivative, they should be placed as a vector of same order as that of this vector b. So b is of order 2 by 1. We have to write the first component as first partial derivative and the second component as the second partial derivative. So now the partial derivative of this expression with respect to first component, which is b1. So in order to take partial derivative of this expression with respect to b1, take the partial derivative of first term with respect to b1, and then the partial derivative of this second term a2 b2 with respect to b1. Focusing only on the first term, which is a1 b1, and we want to take partial derivative with respect to b1, so a1 will be treated as constant because we are differentiating this expression with respect to b1. So a1 will be treated as constant, so a1 can be taken outside the derivative expression. So and partial derivative of b1 with respect to b1 will be 1. So a1 b1, its partial derivative is equal to a1 into 1. So it means its partial derivative is a1. Why? Because a1 can be taken outside the derivative expression, and then the b1 partial derivative of b1 with respect to b1 will be 1. So 1 into a1, the answer is a1 as far as this first term is concerned. Now applying or taking partial derivative of this second term a2 b2, the partial derivative with respect to b1. Since there is no b1 here, so this product a2 b2, it will be treated as constant. So derivative of a constant is 0. So it means the partial derivative of a2 b2 with respect to b1 will be 0. So this second term, its partial derivative with respect to b1 is 0, whereas this first term, its partial derivative with respect to b1 is a1. So the final result will be a1 plus 0, that is equal to a1, that I have written here. Now looking at the second component, it is partial derivative of the same expression with respect to second component of vector b, which is b2. So now we need to differentiate this whole expression partially with respect to b2, again taking derivative of the first term and then the derivative of the second term separately. So as far as this first term is concerned, it is a1 b1. So we are differentiating this product a1 b1 with respect to b2. There is no b2 here, in this first term. So this first term a1 b1, it will be treated as constant. So derivative of constant is 0. So this a1 b1, the partial derivative of a1 b1 with respect to b2 will be 0. Now the derivative of a2 b2 with respect to b2, so a2 will be treated as constant. It can be taken outside the derivative, and partial derivative of b2 with respect to b2 is 1. So a2 into 1 will be a2. So this first term, its partial derivative with respect to b2 is 0, whereas this second term, for the second term, the partial derivative is a2. So 0 plus a2, the result is a2 that I have written here. And by the way, this a1, a2, it is just a vector, and we know that this is vector A. So it means the partial derivative of A transpose B with respect to vector B is actually the vector A. And this was the result that we were looking for here. So this completes the proof. Proof of rule 1b. Partial derivative of B transpose A with respect to vector B is equal to vector A. So again consider B transpose A. So now we need to take transpose of vector B. So it will be B1, B2 and vector A as it is. So take the product of these two. So again multiplying this first row with first column B1A1, it will be B1A1 plus B2A2, B2A2. So now differentiate both sides partially with respect to vector B. So partial derivative of B transpose A with respect to vector B, and partial derivative of this B1A1 plus B2A2 with respect to vector B. Now in order to take partial derivative of this expression with respect to vector B, we need to take partial derivative with respect to each component of vector B. So partial derivative of this with respect to first component of vector B, which is B1, and then the partial derivative of the same thing with respect to the second component of vector B, which is B2. So now the partial derivative of this first one will be, as far as this first term is concerned, so a1 will be treated as constant. So partial derivative of b1 with respect to b1 is 1. So 1 into a1, the answer is a1. Whereas the partial derivative of this b2a2 with respect to b1 is 0. So it will be just a1 plus 0. The resultant number is a1 that I have written here. Now again partial derivative of this second expression with respect to b2, there is no b2 here in the first term, so its partial derivative with respect to b2 will be 0. But as far as this second term is concerned, the partial derivative of this second term with respect to b2 will be the a2. So 0 plus a2, the answer is a2, and again we know that this a1 and a2, it is a vector of order 2 by 1, and it is actually the vector A. So the partial derivative of B transpose A with respect to vector B is also equal to A. This completes the proof.